to another episode of The Raps Drinking with the Stars. I'm your host, Greg Gilman, and today I'm drinking some whiskey at the Barrel Room on the Sunset Strip with one of the stars of ABC's Once Upon a Time, Elliot Knight. How you doing, dude?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Thanks for joining me for some midday drinks here.
Of course.
You're playing Merlin, such an iconic character.
I know,
mean,
cool.
do you wake up and be like, oh my God, I'm Merlin for Disney?
When I watched the final episode of season 4, that's when it dropped to me, and I was like, oh, I shot myself. I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
There's so much pressure.
You're the first Black Merlin, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And and they also have Lancelot as a black actor.
Yeah,
as well.
Cinqua. He's great. I really do like, because I know, like, I've read things about people mentioning on the show. Well, like with all shows, people nowadays want to see more diversity, and I think that's great, obviously. And I'm just appreciative that the guys in casting had such an open mind enough to be like, no one has ever portrayed this character in this way before, ever, but we're going to. And not as a stunt, not to like get press and be shocking, but just because why not? Because why not? But really, why not? There's no reason why not. So let's do it. So I'm happy that, I get to be that guy. It's pretty fun.
What I particularly love about this is they took a character that for centuries has been conceived as a white character, and they hired a black actor to play it. That's awesome, and we're seeing a lot of that these days, and I think it's great. Just curious, did they know they wanted to kind of dramatically change the character, or did you just come in and they just kind of liked you?
I mean, I don't know. I just got asked to go in and meet Eddie and Adam, the creators, about this part on the show Once Upon a Time, because I didn't know, I haven't watched the show before I went in. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. And I went in and they just told me that they had this idea for this character called Merlin and all the things that they had in mind for him and how they wanted him to be. And they said, we would really like, we're considering you and we'd love you to come in and read. And I was, just...
Oh, that's got to be pretty cool to get
awesome.
Reached out to.
Yeah, I think I did the show called Sinbad in the UK a few years ago.
Yeah, Sinbad.
And I think they'd seen that, because it's a similar world, it's adventure and fantasy and magic.
Yeah, and it's a character that's been around for a while.
Exactly, yeah. So they saw that and they said, we think that you could be, like a good fit, so do you want to come in? I was like, of course.
Now, in the last episode, Merlin is freed. So what kind of change is he going to bring to the show?
A lot of dramatic. I mean, the show is obviously very dramatic. There's always big things happening. But Merlin, as we already know, is someone who's so heavily tied to the events that are about to unfold in terms of Emma and her journey of being the Dark One and how she became it and all of these things. We know that Merlin's going to be tied to that. So now that he's here, I think we're finally going to start getting some answers to those questions and start moving a little bit further towards figuring out what happened in those 6 weeks that nobody can remember.
So, Disney's, they have 3 huge things. They have obviously their core characters, which you're part of, the fairy tales, and then they have the Marvel universe, and now they have Star Wars coming out.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, who do you think would win in a fight, Merlin or a Jedi Master? And how would you defeat a Jedi Master?
Merlin, obviously, first of all. And probably in a similar way to how he does in The Sword and the Stone, how he wins. He would instead of fighting and battling, he would become like a germ, or he would become something that you cannot fight off, and he would infect them. I mean, it's science. It's magic.
Which is science, right? Science is
fun
magic.
Science.
Yeah.
Magic is fun science. So yeah, I'd win hands down every time.
All right, there you have it. Luke Skywalker challenge issue. All right, Elliot, thank you so much for stopping by Drinking with the Stars, man. Really appreciate it.
Of course, man. Thank you for
Good luck on everything. And guys, check him out as Merlin on ABC every Sunday, 8 o'clock, Once Upon a Time.